I need you to do the intro for me again, please. Okay, it must be a different dialect of cat that I don't understand. No, she's just licking. I guess there is no intro. Enjoy.
Has it been canonically determined if the Kool-Aid Man is the picture or the juice yet? According to Wikipedia, canonically, he is the pitcher. He is traditionally filled with tropical punch Kool-Aid, but originally was filled with cherry Kool-Aid. However, he does appear to have some kind of magical effects on liquids, as the Kool-Aid stored inside him is more refreshing and hydrating than normal Kool-Aid. And his tears can apparently cause the dead to reincarnate. Man, Kool-Aid lore is deep. Sorry, what was that bit about his tears? Oh yeah, there was a time his tears brought Mr. Peanut back from the dead. But as a baby. No big deal. Who is the baby, Mr. Kool-Aid or the Peanut Man? Mr. Peanut. With the unfortunate marketing name, Baby Nut. You heard it. Person in Discord server who also uses uniquely colored hearts. We should team up. Our reign of yellow and whatever you use will be unstoppable. We could kill God. The music needs to be louder than my thoughts. Headache. I tried to microwave Mickey Mouse to make a statement on corporate greed, but I accidentally grabbed the Kingdom Hearts version of him out of my unethically small cage of Mickeys. Now he's flipping around dodging the beams like Yoda fucked it ain't. I couldn't even finish without breaking. Hi, I imagine someone misreading your post and falling to their death in an empty grain silo as a result. Can you change the post to be about grain silo safety? Thanks. Born to ride dragons, forced to meet deadlines. Just let me be. At a party yesterday, and with absolutely zero prompting, someone I've talked to once before asked, "So what's the difference between a witch and a wizard?" What followed was a once-in-a-generation autism event of cataclysmic proportion. And then you think the event is over. And suddenly, a fucking third-party member rolls in and says, "What about warlocks?" And then we have to start all over again! Less magic schools, more magic universities. Unlearn the simplified models of your secondary education. Discover how to reference scrolls written by a wizard possessed by a different wizard. Identify bias in the voices that whisper from beyond the veil. Have your institution be accused of promoting a Merlinist agenda. Become addicted to energy potions. Start an only acolytes account to pay for tuition. Go! It's too real. Stop it. Stop it. Invasive species versus a second, stronger invasive species. You know, Australia did this at one point, in intentionally releasing cats into the bush in an attempt to control the invasive rabbit population. Now we have invasive feral cats as well as invasive rabbits. A third, even stronger invasive species will surely do the trick. They should let us download ibuprofen for free. Please. Autistic people of a particular flavor will master the art of expressing mundane sentiment in amusing ways because their most successful jokes as children were primarily accidental. And when you realize you have that spark of a weirdo, it's just a matter of intentionality and comic linguistic optimization to make yourself a regular sayer of things in funny ways. Maybe you're just hot? I mean, it helps also. Capitalism breeds innovation. Girl, there are only 5 websites left, and they all look the same. Capitalism could have breed a trans girl and a choker, much less innovation. Please let your voice shine, gorgeous. Inside of your butt is warm enough to hard-boil an egg. Oh, no, I'm not falling for this one again. What? Shout out to anthropomorphic snakes in animated movies doing poses that would normally require arms by creatively using their coils as arms instead. This is what it's all about. Want to be clear that if I ever talk about a headcanon, and then later discuss a headcanon that is directly contradictory to the first one, that's because headcanons exist in a quantum state where they're all simultaneously true and not true, up until the point where I discuss it in detail, in which case that is the one that is true in that instance. Schrodinger's headcanons. Why are you, someone in their 30s, still on Tumblr? Oh, so you think you're gonna be normal when you're my age? You think you're gonna be cured? You think the witch's curse will have been lifted by then? Come on now. You'll have gray streaks in your hair and some small wrinkles in your eyes, but guess what? You'll still be reblogging Super Hulock or playing Pokemon. Like, why are mobile games allowed to lie about what they are in ads? Wasn't that, like, illegal at one point?
Nothing is illegal in the cyber world.
Let me out of the fucking cyber world! Literally every sleep advice pamphlet or website. Don't do things before bedtime. No reading, no video games, don't watch TV. Nothing stimulating at all within 2 hours of going to bed. Me and ADHD. You fools. You buffoons. I can't even imagine 1 minute without stimulation. I will die before following this advice, and that is a threat! Let me tell you something, Chad, about ADHD. You want to know how fucking fucked up a neurodivergent quirk it is? Coffee makes me sleepy! But I also needed to wake up! What? Gothic horror is when there's a location. Cosmic horror is when there's an unauthorized fucking thing. Folk horror is when you're outside. My beautiful baby, who I'm naming Untitled Document. I can't seem to find my baby. But why? Me when I see a picture of the character. Me, but not like in a fictional crush way, just like a mental illness way. Stealing your tags, Brave, you get it. And now, a moment with cishet white male official. I saw someone with blue hair and genuinely started shaking. What if they infect me with homo? Guys, infect him with the homo. Oh, no, stop! You're turning me into a Yuri! And thus he became a singular Yuri.
Ah, look how beautiful she is in the morning light. So breathtaking, so stunning. She is baby, and she is queen. And she has no idea what she will be seen. God, I'm tired. What if your doppelganger loved being you more than you ever loved being yourself? They're better at being you, and everyone loves them and feels almost selfish to want your life back. I want clone horror, but the horror that is the thing trying to replace you is also the person you always wanted to be. And it is imperative that it ends with killing the better version of yourself with your bare hands, by the way. Wait, Stone Dust, you good? You good? That's a fire idea, but you good? I think sometimes a woman wants to fantasize about a big, strong man who will protect her, and sometimes she wants a sad, scared, wet puppy of a man that she can protect. And sometimes both of these men are the same person. My emperor is fine. Your emperor has commissioned over 8,000 life-size terracotta soldiers and buried them facing east, in the direction of his recently conquered enemies, in the hope that they will protect him in the afterlife. Hey, delete this immediately. I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid. Would a paranoid desperate with innocent blood on his hands construct a bunch of secret underground passageways under his place to avoid the prying eyes of the living and the dead? If anything, it just proves how intelligent and rational I am, because no one can be sure of where I am at any given time. Being in a constant state of heightened vigilance is the best way to avoid the assassins who are 100% real and 100% out to get me. I think something's off about him, guys. I think we could reform Pangea if we all tried hard enough. If we all just got in the water and pushed. When I said I was going to watch Megamind last night, my roommate told me about how the surround sound in the theater where they saw it was so good, they thought the random citizen was in the audience behind them. And so they got very scared when Metro Man responded. I had the same experience. I went from slightly annoyed to delighted in a split second. I was installing Debian yesterday, and my cat decided to help. I trust him. Let him assist. I just used this vanilla body wash with Greek yogurt I found, and it smells amazing, and I really want to taste it. I mean, the bottle doesn't say do not eat on it, and even if it did, I am a human, and I do not take orders from a bottle. I've made a huge mistake. Oh, rest in peace, Tumblr user Fart Gallery.
Died and came back as a cowboy. I call that reincarnation. Isekai, motherfucker. Aye, steak grilled cheese with tomato soup and potato wedges, okay? Woo! Hell yeah! Peasant-ass meal and it's delicious!
When I clicked the link about Lego partnering with Crocs, I had some ideas of what that might look like, but I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all. We're one step closer to Knuckles' shoes being real. I think it's hilarious that hands down the worst way to learn magic is the actual rulebook. Please do not read that. It's just there for reference when something weird happens. Paul said I know her about Magic the Gathering, but I have to check to make sure OP isn't living in a way doper world than me. Reach within to your local dirt, and you may find a friend. And boy, seeing this post is like seeing an old friend. How are you, little guy? A young man asks the sage why there are no longer dragons. The old man says,
They're long enough. Ba-da-da. Behold, non-stick cooking spray, non-spray cooking stick, non-cooking spray stick, and non-spray stick cooking. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
if you washed any clothes recently, this is a friendly reminder to put them on a chair, and then on the bed, and then on the chair, and then on the bed, and then on the chair, and then...
I will never get over the fact that kernel-level anti-cheat exists.
Yeah, we have a cool toy.
You only get to play with it if you allow us total control over your personhood.
But it's very shiny, and all your friends are already playing. Woo-woo. Your average pineapple, peeled and cut, makes about 4.5 cups, or 36 ounces of pineapple chunks. Cans of pineapples come in a variety of sizes, the most common being 20 ounce and 46 ounce, meaning a single pineapple generally won't fill up a single can perfectly. Which means every time you eat a pineapple from a can, somewhere, someone else has the can that has the rest of that same pineapple. Meaning you can share a single fruit with a stranger from hundreds of miles away. And I think that's beautiful. How much sleep are you getting? Not enough, my guy. Not enough.
Jojo. That's right. You know your name. You know who you are. You know what you are. But the question is, do you know what I am? Oh, you don't, do you? That's what I thought. Go to school.
They should make a sequel to Children of the Corn and call it Children of the Corn 2. Corn on the Macabre.
I said it correctly. How embarrassing would it have been if I said corn on the macabre? So, Nina Tucker was 4 years old in 1914. That means she was born in 1910. Guess what year in the Chinese zodiac that happened to be? Why did you think you needed to do this? Symbol. I refuse to suffer alone, so I'm dragging everyone down in this fandom with me. Well, wait. Why is the well waiting?
It's hungry. Timmy will soon approach. The well is patient.
Today I learned only 64 to 77% of people experience a headache at some point in their lives.
If you're one of the lucky 23 to 36%, turn on your location so I can bonk you over the head with a table lamp and teach you what it feels like to be a mortal like the rest of us.
This is how we should redefine the term, the elite. You are the elven lunch.
I'm literally at my desk. Hashtag misinformation.
Notice how your desk is an elven plate? Strange, isn't it?
If Bowser kidnapped my wife, I would not be saying wahoo no matter how fun the jump was.
Ayo, what's his wife business? Nobody calls him Prince Consort Mario. If Bowser kidnapped my plumbing client, I would be saying wahoo as long as those hours were billable.
We might need to look at those contracts, though. I think Peach is just paying Mario and cake.
And I mean the food. Put the keyboard down. I'm finally launching! Edit. Thanks to everyone for the honest feedback. Just to be clear, here's a brand new sentence for you. No, this book does not contain gay minotaur sex. Not even a little bit. I'm going back to the drawing board with my artist tomorrow, and we're going to make a cover that conveys more accurately the precise amount of hot Minotaur sex in this novel, which again is 0. Edit 2. Apparently, I also owe an apology to the small but vocal contingent who really wanted this to be Minotaur smut. Sorry to let you down.
This is why you can't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes the author's vision is delusional.
For anyone wondering what Wild Rabbit could be writing about, if not Minotaur smut, book overview. The true story-ish of what really happened to America's most infamous thief. Mere minutes after completing his legendary robbery, the man known in history as D.B. Cooper finds himself inside a strange underground maze full of magic and monsters. Armed only with his wits, a half-loaded .22 revolver, and $200,000 in unmarked non-consecutive $100 bills. There is literally no way I could have guessed what this book would be about.
Not gonna lie, kinda wanna fucking read it.
I'm like a plant with the way that I need water and sunlight, and that if someone takes care of me, I can get quite...
Satoshi-kun, you might be one of the chosen humans.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. That feeling when you're fucking tired of being the main protagonist of a franchise that refuses to die? And they didn't even stop here. They made so many more with Ash after this. I must say that I really do like it when Reddit users look through other Redditors' post history so they can do violence to them.
Interesting coming from a guy who doesn't know what asparagus is.
God damn! Reverse gaslighting where I pretend to know exactly what you are talking about.
Auditory processing disorder.
Oh, shit.
Pocket charger, many hobbies? No, we're too busy defending you all from falling rubble.
You're not doing a very good job.
Stop moving out from under my protective barrier.
A spoon's only objective in life is to make soup go upwards. And it knows this. That's why when you put one under a running tap, it blasts the water way high. The spoon thinks there's suddenly tons of soup to deal with and it freaks out. This is how Greek philosophers used to think. Just saw a post complaining about how hard it is to find ADHD resources for adults, and one of the comments said, TikTok has a lot of ADHD tips. As if telling someone with ADHD to enter the algorithmic quicksand of perpetual dopamine hits isn't the most insane thing you could suggest for someone with ADHD. It's hard to find ADHD resources for adults. Have you tried the misinformation vortex? It'll destroy your life forever.
Stop treating killing dragons as this act of bravery and valor. Maybe you should be kissing and loving the dragons instead, and be more niceys and kiss, and take us out on a date and kiss.
Meow at a Linux user. It meows back. Haha, we're friends. OC that starts as a representation of yourself to the completely different character with their own personality pipeline. OC that was not supposed to be like you at all goes down the representation of the deepest parts of your soul pipeline. Yeah. Imposter syndrome is so funny. Like, fuck, I hope nobody finds out I'm tricking people into thinking I'm competent by knowing things and doing them. Oh, no. And finally, from low polyanimals, behold, the crypt rat from old school RuneScape. You telling me this guy's voicing Mario? Well, gamers, thank you so much for watching. You never thought you'd see a rat go, let's go, now did you? If you enjoyed the video, do a like, comment, and subscribe. Do you think you would have the willpower to sit down and read Wild Rabbit's book? Let me know in the comments. Speaking of books, okay, that's it. I'll see you guys later. What did I do with that cat?
All right, Jojo, it's time for you to show you the people what you can do. Jojo, show me your stand. Show me your stand, Jojo. Yeah! You earned that.